Hi Indonesia, apa kabar? Kami No Guidnce.
Check out our interview on CreativeDisc.com, the #1 music website in Indonesia.
Absolutely.
Hello, City Bestie. Welcome back to the CreativeDisc exclusive interview with me, Dini. And luckily, what makes today so special is I am with 4 amazing boys from London that successfully bring back, I must say, classic R&B with their incredible voices and groovy songs. So this is the one and only. Please welcome No Guidnce. Hi, everyone.
Hello. It's good.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. How are you today?
We're good,
Very
thank
good.
you. How are you?
I'm so super excited, obviously. So thank you for your time. And where are you currently, by the way?
We're in London, in the UK.
Ah, great, great, great. Winter is coming, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, winter is here.
Okay. So first thing first, would you introduce yourself one by one to your friends in Indonesia, please?
Yes.
I'm Ebubé.
I'm Josh.
My name is Zeekay.
And my name is Kaci.
All right. So, hi, Kaci, Zeekay, Ebubé, and Josh. Okay. So, first thing first. Before we start, I want to say congratulations to you for your new singles, White Tea and also Long Walk, that were already released. If I'm not mistaken, last Thursday, November 16th.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And we will talk about those further right after this. Okay, probably let's jump to the first question. Um, Actually, I am curious, and perhaps all of your friends in Indonesia feel the same too. We know that Zeekay and Kaci were on Little Mix reality TV show, The Search,
Yes.
yes, which aired in 2020 before the idea of starting an R&B boy band came up. And you guys finally found Josh on Instagram and later discover Ebubé on TikTok. So, what was the process like? Was there any kind of online audition, or did you see the way they sing on social media? I mean, what made the two of you ultimately choose Josh and Ebubé? So, please.
I mean, trying to find voices in London, guys that can sing well in London R&B music is quite hard to find anyway.
Mhm.
But we kind of wanted to get voices that could offer something that we couldn't with our voices alone. So Josh has a really nice falsetto, and sorry, I just told his hands really weird. And Ebubé has a really low voice, so it just added really nice textures to the group harmony. And then there wasn't an online audition, but we all came into a studio together, and we made a song together. And when we made it together, we knew like this works. It makes sense. So yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay. And what's the story behind the name No Guidnce without A? Does it hold a special significance to the group?
The minus of the A, not really. It was just kind of like an extra little spice, kind of like how The Weeknd took away one letter from The Weeknd, kind of just for no reason. But,
Okay.
the words itself is more just about the fact that there's nothing really like us at the moment in the industry. So it's kind of like we're going off our own backs, kind of with no guidance on how to do what we're trying to do. Or we're going for it anyway. And it's just about kind of reminding our fans that they can be free to do what they want without guidance, kind of, and they can like anything's possible if you just put your mind to it, kind of. So it's like all about freedom and being a trailblazer in your own way.
All right, so it's the name is so positive, you know. It delivers, yeah, positive it is. All right, that's great. Okay, and by the way, I love the different vocal tones you all have. They're creating such delightful harmonies and pleasure to listen to. So how do you guys maintain a balance between individuality and unity within the group?
a good question.
Yeah, I think before we even released our first song, we always used to practice harmonies in the car park for about a year and a half before we even, like, went in the studio and wrote songs. And you know, as a R&B group, harmony is so important. So I feel like working on that base of being able to blend and gel and listen to each other while singing helped us, you know, so massively. And then we could grow out our own individuality after that. So yeah, I think that's the base that we started off. And now when we go into the studio, we can make harmonies quickly. Like, we can sing harmony on the spot if you need to. I don't know why I just put us on the spot there, but yeah, I feel like it was that practice and time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And so I'm still curious also about the writing process. So could you shed some light on the songwriting process within the band? Is it a collaborative effort or led by specific members?
Yes, it's a collaborative effort. We normally work with a songwriter as well. It really depends on the session. Sometimes we'll just make music between ourselves and we'll write a song ourselves. But when we go over to America, we tend to work with a writer and we'll talk about the story behind the song before we make the song. And we'll always give our little bits of input if we feel like we need to. But yeah, it's always a very collaborative effort because it's hard to, this music we're making is very unique and it's very like new. So it would be hard to kind of let people just go and kind of try and do it. We have to always have our say on what's going on.
Okay, right. So let's talk about your new singles. So what inspired the creation of YT and Long Walk? Are there any specific stories or experiences behind the singles that influenced their creation?
I'd say it wasn't necessarily a specific story, but for YT in particular, it was the theme of love and being, you know, loving towards a woman rather than toxic music and topics that we have in R&B today. And we just were honing in on the fact that being a woman and being in your rawest form is still beautiful, and that you don't need to worry about makeup or all the extra stuff that we still find beautiful regardless. And yeah, we kind of were on this theme of cars, as you can probably hear in the song, and then we came on to the thing of white tee, and a white tee is kind of a basic form of clothing which is just represents how you don't need to, you know, flash all the time to be like for us to still love you, you know. And Long Walk was kind of the same, on the same topic of keeping it simple, and it was like the simple date of keeping it simple, of like taking a girl on a walk. And we were talking about how, you know, that's like kind of the best dates are when you just get to know someone and you talk, and the art of conversation is like so strong. And yeah, and that topic came, and just talking about walking, really, it's really as simple as that. And then the story, we started telling a story, and then the song came about. There we go.
Okay, and I'm falling in love with YT, by the way. It's so good, and like I don't know, it's like take me back to the early 20s R&B. And as for information, CD Bestie, very early on, No Guidnce garnered large praise from beloved artists such as Summer Walker, Diddy, Timbaland, Babyface, Stormzy, Labyrinth, Miguel, Snoop Dogg, Lucky Day, JoJo, Justin Sky, and Boyz II Men themselves. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And you know, additionally, the group has racked up millions of streams on Spotify and views on TikTok. That's pretty incredible, right? Okay. So next question. How do YT and Long Walk showcase the evolution of or progression of No Guidnce musical style compared to your previous releases, especially compared with Is It a Crime EP?
I feel like the music we've released so far, especially the first two EPs, was very experimental. As much as it's very smooth, very we like it a lot, of course. But I think Long Walk and White Tea, probably White Tea especially, is the first time we've been able to look back at the feedback of our previous songs, like analyze it and say, okay, what are the best parts of what we do? How do we bring out the best in us, and what do we like? So White Tea was kind of based off of the fact that we realized our songs that were based more in the realm of love and sonically more in the realm of harmony were the ones that the fans connected with the most. So we were like, let's make love about song and let's make it harmonic as possible. So it's I think as we do more and more and more, it will be more and more catered to the fans, because originally we didn't have the feedback to go off, or we were kind of just doing what we felt was right, which was necessary. And now there's a lot more thought that goes into it, I believe.
All right, that's great. Right. Okay, and are there any specific artists or bands that heavily influence your sound or performance style?
I'd say, I mean, No Guidnce conceptually was based off Jodeci, but there's so many like R&B artists from like the 90s and the early 2000s that, you know, we get a lot of inspiration from, like Neo, Usher, of course, Boyz II Men. But even like current artists, like right now, I think we always kind of look at and see it, what other artists are there and what they're doing, and also seeing where we can fit in the market. But so many.
All right. So, who are the musicians you really want to collaborate with? Each member may give different answers, maybe.
I want to collaborate with Kalani.
Okay, Kalani. All right.
I would love to collaborate with maybe someone a bit rogue, maybe Meek Mill.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd love to collaborate with The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. All right.
Yeah.
Good. And the last one?
I have to collaborate with her. H.
Oh, yeah. Okay. HR. Yeah. Great. Okay. So, unfortunately, I have last question. Is there any chance to surprise your fans in Indonesia with a live performance in Indonesia?
Yes.
We definitely love to come down to Indonesia. I think we have a lot of fans over there, so I think in the future, hopefully next year, we would definitely try to come over and, you know, potentially do a show.
I cannot wait to see your performance live in Indonesia.
Me too.
Okay, No Guidnce. Unfortunately, this is the end of our interview. Thank you so much for your time. It was very lovely to talk all of you. And have a great day, No Guidnce.
You too. Thank you, Denny.
Thank you so much for your time. Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.